Folks, from what I'm told, we are live, so we're going to broadcast anyway. We'll try to get this junk off your screen in the meantime. Bearcats coming into the Goggin Ice Center here in Miami, Oxford. Coming off a home victory over the Miami Redhawks. I'm Paul Lockman, joined by Matt Lidley. Matt, what were your impressions from last night, and what would you like to see carrying into tonight?
It was a big character win for us. We needed that. Hopefully we can carry that momentum into this game. We had a great third period. We really brought it back together there, and everyone seemed to be excited in the locker room. It's going to be a good game. Certainly.
Just one change from last night's lineup to tonight's lineup, and that is in net. Michael Weber will take over in between the pipes. Sebastian Millette did an outstanding job yesterday picking up a win for Cincinnati. So the puck is behind the net. Cincinnati will pick it up, wearing their black uniforms on the road, gray numerals, red and black, or red and gray trim. Miami wearing home whites with red numerals and red trim. Nice to see the boys on the big ice tonight, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it's always fun to play in a barn like this. Great music, great lighting, and the ice is spectacular. We're used to really crappy ice there at Sports Plus, and it's always a treat to get out here on actual ice, some flat ice.
No doubt about it, and that's not a dish on the guys who run the crew there at the ice. They can only work with what they have, so they do an excellent job with what they have, but the ice is just not, it's not the same as it is on most other arenas. So we are privileged to play here on Steve Cady Arena. As a big hit there, Olsen laying the boom for the Redhawks. Puck left there in the center, picked up by a Redhawk, holding the zone, but quickly turned over, and out with it comes last night's game-winning goal scorer. That's Damian Lona, as they barely held the line and entered the zone. Cincinnati cycles around looking for some help. Talibi is there. Now, Matt, you've played a lot of hockey games in your lifetime. 9 o'clock start last night. 1 o'clock start today. Same teams, mostly the same lineups for both teams. What does that do to your body?
It's definitely some wear and tear. I've played a lot of hockey, like you said, and a lot of weekends you'll have to play a late game and roll right over to an early game. Sometimes it's all right, but with two powerhouse teams like this, I can imagine there's some achy shoulders and achy bones going into this.
Unfortunately, it's an achy shoulder that's keeping you out of today's game, or else you'd definitely be out there with the boys.
Absolutely, I'm missing it right now.
So out on the ice right now for the Bearcats, Danny Matea, Colin McAllister, Johnny Bonta, along with Colin Rack and Kyle Ahrens. Puck being moved out of the zone by Miami, rather. And now pushing things forward and dumping it in there is Dunham in white. Out of the net to play it was Michael Weber. Swings it along the boards and allows Cincinnati to move up and out with it. Colin McAllister, legs under him, gets to the puck first, far side of the ice. Now Miami will break out with things, 3-on-2. Stepping up on the play, Kyle Ahrens breaking up a 3-on-2 situation there for Miami, so they don't even get a shot at the waiting Michael Weber. Johnny Bonta skates through center. He's got Matea to his right. He just puts one on net. Fought off there by Gertis, who is the same goaltender from last night. So even more of a challenge for him as going back-to-back less than 24 hours. Redhawks moving it out. Suffered their first loss of the season. Came in a perfect 5-0 to Sports Plus. Left with a mark in the loss column. Courtesy of Cincinnati, who feels no sympathy. They had a perfect season ruined by Ohio just one weekend ago. Miami moves the puck through the neutral zone. Sneezik playing hard, gets the puck into the offensive territory for Cincinnati, only for it to be chopped back out. Long stretch pass, can't connect, no icing on the play. Miami first to get there. Cycling it around. Puck sent in toward the net, it goes wide. Cincinnati on their defensive heels now. Puck behind the net. Miami last night had a lot of special teams points, not so much on the even strength. So Cincinnati, one of the keys to the game, you'd have to say, is stay out of the box for sure.
Oh, definitely. We're a 5-on-5 team. We can outskate and outwork. We have the depth. So we want to keep it 5-on-5. That's where we thrive.
Ryan Murphy had 2 goals last night. Made a nice little move around the defenseman, just couldn't get back to the puck to get a shot. Allowing Gertis to freeze the puck. In to take the draw, Brady Kiplinger. Face-off won by the Redhawks. Dunham moves it off the backhand. Looking to center it. Icing would be the call, but Cincinnati beat out to the puck by Johns. Puck then centered in toward Weber.
Ooh. Risky pass to the middle, but it luckily worked out.
Nice play there. Wow. Thought that puck was touched. I guess it wasn't.
A lot of big stuff from this line last night. I'm excited to see here a little bit earlier in the day if they can show the same amount of excitement on the ice.
For sure, always thrilling to watch when it was called the Fab Three. We didn't come up with the expression. The expression came up with itself, I guess. And really, they are something to behold for sure when 15, 9, and 22 take the ice.
I can only imagine what it's like on the other team's perspective, where you have the first line with, you know, Lona, Lang, and Talibi. Second line, you know, with the Fab Three. I mean, it's got to be intimidating.
And the next 2 lines for Cincinnati are going to beat you up, and they're definitely going to be fast to the puck. Mm-hmm. I know you may not be impressed with guys like Jacob Sneezik when you first look at him, but once he puts on a pair of skates, he's almost like a superhero out there. Puck being moved behind the net, back and forth. Miami trying to settle it down and set up. Cincinnati instead trying to force them to the corner areas, not allow anything right in front of Michael Weber. So far, so good. Bad exit pass there by Lang. Allows a shot on Weber, who just sticks it aside. Colin Rack having to play physical behind the net, trying to get the puck up and out. Finally, Cincinnati moving it to the neutral zone. Talibi holds the line, now chases after it. Back to get it there is Lauterbach. Skates around a few men, then finds a defense or a forward to try to move it out. Playing it off the boards. Legs seem to be a little bit of a factor. Neither team with the bigger ice has been able to really bust out and get on some odd man breaks here. So we'll see if that opens up as play continues.
And that might be a factor of the earlier game. Everyone's still a little bit tired and achy from last night. So
well, it goes both ways, both for Cincinnati and Miami. Lang able to dump it down and able to get off and get a change. So I'm sure quick line changes is something coach is definitely trying to stress to the team, especially on days on back-to-backs. Coming through to the zone. Shot put up high and wide of Weber. That one taken by Gunther. Left wing side. Puck stuck in the neutral zone. Battle for along, and then finally dumped in. Miami takes over the puck, trying to make one too many moves there on the left wing circle, right wing circle, excuse me, for Miami. And allows Cincinnati to get it out, but dumped immediately back in. 12:18 to go here in the first period of play. As we'll get our clock situation worked out here momentarily. Johnny Bonta coming up with the puck. Holding the line is Murphy. Dropped and left for Murphy. Murphy's shot hits a few bodies along the way before finding the corner of the ice. Murphy reclaims it, dishes it back out to the defense. Ennis. Ennis takes a shot. It goes wide. How big is it for Cincinnati's offense that they can set up and the defenseman can hold the blue line so well usually It seems like that's where they get the gist of their scoring. It's not on the odd man rushes that I mentioned earlier.
Oh, no, it's huge to hold that line and pin that other team in their zone, get them tired, get them moving around out of position, and that's when we can get those beautiful tic-tac-toe plays.
Certainly. Oh, boarding, no doubt about it. Maybe a game, as Sam Dorf took an absolute brutal hit, and he is still down. My goodness gracious. That may be it may be a short game, because Sam Dorf took an absolute nasty hit. And a few chirps there, but no need for that. We need a trainer here. Big time.
Man,
so
that was a gutless play. You know, you hate to see that happen.
Yeah, an empty arena, you're going to hear everything. So Dorf, thankfully, able to set up. My goodness. They're going to remove his helmet. That was a brutal hit, probably a game misconduct, and Bearcats may very well go on a 5-minute major power play here. But right now our thoughts are with Dorf, as he is badly shaken up on the play.
Instinctually, Weber wants to go and help. He is currently studying nursing at UC. Has a bit of knowledge on it, and you know, hates to see a fellow player go down like that. Wants to do everything he can.
No doubt about it. Good to see him skating off on his own power. So
that was absolutely just. And it's good to see that kid skating off the ice.
For sure.
Gives you faith in the refs.
So that'll be it. Yeah, his day is done. I believe we got a number for that, number 25. Cirincione. That is a difficult name to pronounce, so we won't have to pronounce it much rest of the game, as he will be out.
Thankfully.
As that was a definitely gruesome hit. And Dorf is not back in the locker room. He's still on the bench, so maybe encouraging that he could come back into this game. I know hockey players are tough. Right now, may just have a nosebleed for all we know. I mean,
yeah. Hopefully his neck and head are all right. It looks like he's just trying to stop a nosebleed, so we'll see.
We shall see. Hopefully he'll come back in, as referees are going over what the exact decision will be here, as players talking center ice, and there's Dorf being attended to. Now the good news is for Cincinnati, if Dorf cannot return, they at least rest the extra defensemen, so they'll have Ennis step in. Ennis, Kugler, Rack, Ahrens, Bowers, Chris Bowers, that is, and Nick Okada. So.
Yeah, that is good to have that seventh defenseman, just to be able to throw him in there in times like this. So we'll see. Have they made an official call yet? I don't know if I've seen it.
They put the 5 minutes up on the big video board there, so he is gone. And from what I can see, it looks like the refs are just about ready to start things up.
Yep.
So both teams a little bit shaken up from it, but glad to see Dorf still sitting on the bench and still able to.
It looks like we might have to get something to scrape the blood off the ice. Looks like what we're doing. You know, something like that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, especially being out. You know, makes you want to get out there and bust some heads.
Oh, no doubt about it. You know, the good news is Cincinnati don't take a number. The guy's gone, so justice has been served. No need to get a penalty and help Miami out by killing off this power play.
That's true. It goes back to the need to be a 5-on-5. We're a 5-on-5 team. We need those tic-tac-toe plays. We've got the speed and depth. So
Doesn't hurt to be 5-on-4 for the next 5 minutes, so Cincinnati will enjoy the power play whenever we do come back to action.
Oh, they're going to run the Zam around. There it is.
And that'll do it. So this is actually one of the luxuries that you have when you're playing at an ice arena. If we're at Sports Plus, you definitely get the shovel and you're missing a chunk of ice out there.
Yep.
It's almost like backyard hockey. But,
Well, they're definitely not doing this for us. They don't want to leave a blood stain on it for the big boys. So.
no, yeah.
But I'm not going to complain.
All right, little dry scrape there, and
Yeah.
second for good measure. Zamboni guys don't get paid enough for this here.
Looks like Dorf's still trying to stop that bloody nose. I hope that's all it is. I think it might be, because it looks like
He didn't go to the locker room. Usually you'd see a guy go, I mean, when you're already being assisted off or whatnot, you take that extra few steps to go back to the trainer's room, but he knew exactly where he wanted to go. He wanted to sit on the bench. So, props to you.
He's a tough kid, too, so he'll play through something if he has to, which I don't think he would, but...
That'll be it.
Right.
Three little roundabouts, and now that little mark that he's made on the ice, that won't make too big of a deal. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm a dumb question.
You mean the hit?
No. The mark that the Zam just left. The kind of little tire tracks there.
It's pretty. It was still 10 minutes in there, nine or so minutes into the first, so it's not too much happened to the ice anyway. He did a dry cut, so I don't think it's going to affect anything.
Well, we are set to go here. 11:14 to go in the first period. Sam Dorf still sits on the bench, so we'll keep you updated if he comes back into the game. But this is a big time moment in this game as Cincinnati can pull away here. No better way to avenge a guy in a league where you can't fight than to score a ton of goals.
Yep.
Attempted clear, good hustle there by Colin Rack as he chops at it, and the puck goes on to Miami's bench. So we'll keep it in the zone. No, will kick us out of the zone. Okay. I need Coleman here to figure out this clock. I haven't figured out the clock yet, so.
Yeah, I didn't even want to mess with it because it's above my pay grade.
That's fair. So we'll just tell you the time, but we'll try to keep you updated as much as we can. Bearcats on the power play. Back and forth between Murphy and Rack. Rack dished it over to Kiplinger, whose shot goes wide and clears the zone. Johnny Bonta sends it in for the waiting Kiplinger. Puck rolls off his stick and is cleared up to the red line. Cincinnati right back into the zone. Carrying it in is Brady. He goes with a backhand, and he was trying to send it off the boards. Instead, takes a funny hop. Makes its way to Gertis, who just gloves it and stops it with 10:19 to go. There is no clock. There it is. That ends at 10:10 to go here. Bearcats have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go on the power play. Shot taken there by Damian Lona and swatted away right in front of the net. Kyle Talibi is stoned away by Gertis. So Jake Gertis holding strong here early in the power play. Talibi had it right by the goal line. Instead moves it back out to Nick Okada. Okada claims it again, top of the circles. Leaves it for Lona. Lona's shot is saved Miami will get a change in personnel.
They seem to be moving the puck well, getting some quality shots. Gertis playing pretty good right now. We just need to get him moving, get him off his angle.
He's seeing the puck well, so all you got to do is change that confidence, and that can happen when you have 3 minutes of power play time here. Ripper there, put back is almost in. Damian Lona is somehow denied. I'm not sure if Gertis got a skate on it or not, but it looked like he did everything right, and the puck still didn't find its way in. Puck set behind the net. Damian Lona there, the captain, out to Talibi. Lona at the blue line, dishes it over to Okada. Okada sends it on down. At the point, Nick Okada skates around, looking to find an angle on Gertis. Sent in there by Matea. It popcorns away. Lang able to keep the play alive. Kind of 2-on-1. Now it goes back instead. And again denied is Matea. Another look, and that is gloved by Gertis, who's seeing the puck exceptionally well right now. 2:23 to go on the 5-minute major.
Feels like a 5-on-1 with our power play against Gertis. That guy is a stonewall right now. We really got to get him off his game.
Good keep in there by the linesman, only to be finally cleared out by Whitney of the Red Hawks. Cincinnati on the breakout. Unable to control it, having to reset and do it again. Murphy. Oh, man. That's what you want to see. Unfortunately, Miami able to turn Cincinnati back over in their own end. Here we go now on a breakout pass. Kiplinger has speed, right wing side, gets around his man Dunham. Now he just leaves it up top. Colin Rack just sends one in, and it is sticked away. 1:40 to go in the power play. Johnny Bonta with the puck. Looking for Ryan Murphy. Murphy back down to Bonta. Bonta skates up toward the blue line. Finds Colin Rack. Rack back to Bonta. Bonta shoots. It is blocked immediately. Ryan Murphy takes a shot. Blockered away. Up top, Colin Rack has it. Swing pass over. Murphy. Oh, nice play there by Bonta. Unfortunately, couldn't connect with Murphy.
I don't think Murphy was on the same page, but that would have been a beautiful play.
Yeah. Bonta was skating behind the net, was willing to feed it back out to Murphy, who was still in the vacant spot that Bonta just left. With the goalie looking the other way, would have been a nice goal there. Instead, send one wide there by Nick Okada, looking for some help right on the doorstep. Seven minutes to play, under 40 seconds now on the power play. Puck being pinned in along the glass. In there is Talibi, who's got caught up. No call coming to either team. Puck still in the corner. Under 30 to play on the power play. Miami sends it up but not out. Okada is there at the blue line. Sends it down for Damian Lona, who had it by his skates. Couldn't center it up on the tape. And it looks like the Red Hawks have killed off this power play. A glove to head is what the call looked to be.
We were getting outworked there in the corner there at the end. We got to outnumber the puck. We had 2-on-2. It's a power play. We have to have the third guy in there to support the puck and get it out.
They're sending this puck all the way down. So Joey Jenkins will be the man coming out of the box for Miami. He is serving the penalty by Cirincione. And Miami has officially killed off the 5-minute major. Cincinnati now playing 5-on-5. Kyle Talibi has it, leaving it up for his defenseman Kugler. Puck still in the zone. Now leaves the zone. Now Talibi wisely waits for everyone to get back on side before sending it in. Lang harassing the defense of the Redhawks. Puck caught up into the uniform of Damian Lona.
Disappointing to see that we didn't capitalize on that 5-on-4, but you know, we just got to keep pressure and get some momentum on our side, and hopefully we can bury one.
Greg Bowers out with Jacob Sneezik and John Von Kieserling. Moving in is Whitney, left wing side. Puck pinned along the glass. Trying to center it or put it toward the net, and instead they do the latter. Michael Weber is there to make the save.
The trainer is still working on Dorf on the end of the bench. Looks like the nosebleed might have slowed down. I think he's giving him some other checks.
That was the worst rendition of Scrubs I've ever heard in my entire life. Sorry, that was just my personal opinion. Back to hockey here. Colin Rack pokes one through the neutral zone. And Miami bringing it in. Gunther has it. Defenseman behind the net. Moves it up top. Slap shot there is blocked. Miami sends one in on net. Michael Weber makes two incredible saves, one after another. One on the tip and then on the rebound. Cincinnati out with it now. Cycles around the net, nobody home for a wraparound attempt by Dalton Drum. Puck goes wide. Miami trying to get a change, and if Cincinnati would have controlled it, they could have had a 4-on-2. Instead, play choppily continues. Murphy trying to dump it all the way down. Linesman helped keep it close to the blue line. Now Miami. Did they just pick up a penalty?
Yeah, I think they.
Oh wow!
Hopefully they got both.
Wow. Our spotter, Dylan Metterhouse, thinks that they got both. I personally hope they did.
I don't think they did.
Oh, no.
I think they only saw one of them. That happens sometimes, I guess.
Interesting. So Bearcats will go on their first penalty kill of the afternoon. Man, that stunk.
Yeah. I definitely saw both sides hacking at each other there. He said he let some go, the ref, but had to call one of them.
Yeah, well, Bearcats will likely have to kill this off. Hopefully gain some momentum. Cincinnati, a team that's willing to get a shorthanded strike. Colin Rack to do so, and man, he went in on the breakaway. They underestimated the speed of number 13 in black, and he just blew by everybody. Michael Weber with a nice left pad save. Fighting off a Red Hawk chance. Nick Okada able to just clear the puck out and make the Red Hawks reset. What a burst of speed there by Colin Rack.
One of the best skaters on the team, in my personal opinions. It's always fun to watch him just go for a break because he has a set of wheels on him.
Well, Gertis is out of the net. We got another penalty. So Miami gonna get another 5-on-3. They had, it felt like a ton of them yesterday.
Yeah.
And Jacob Sneezik has made his way to the box. I didn't see the call. Did you see the call?
I didn't, no. Looks like a slash.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't see the penalty either, but I don't know.
Ask and you shall receive. Dorf looks cleaned up, and it looks like he's putting his helmet back on here.
That's a good sign. He's a big PK guy for us, so hopefully he can feeling up to getting out there and killing.
Miami moving in, trying to get right in front of Michael Weber before taking a shot. Instead, now working around. Shot goes hard, high and wide for the Redhawks. That one taken initially by Frenzel. Arid pass allows Cincinnati to chop at it. Working hard in the corners. Nick Okada finds the angle and is able to clear it out. Gertis steps out of his net, plays it immediately to Frenzel. Miami right back into the zone. 15 seconds remain on the penalty to Ryan Murphy. Need him out of the box ASAP. Back and forth play now for Miami. Sending one in, trying to find some sticks, can't. And Murphy is out of the box. Bearcats have one more power play to kill off. Murphy able to take it with some speed. 1-on-3, and he loses the puck. Offsides would be the call. And he takes the tumble and wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. So Sneezik will be out in the next 40 seconds. Bearcats will get a monumental momentum change if they can kill off a 5-on-3 here. In to claim the puck is Whitney. Whitney loses it. Cincinnati might have gotten away with a slash there from Murphy. Murphy waits for the puck. Cincinnati presses forward. Not to be denied is Colin Rackets 1-on-5. He gets cross-checked from behind, and look at that. So literally all three other players for Cincinnati back behind their own red line, and Colin Rack somehow draws a penalty.
Just showing really good poise and patience there. Just had them swarm, and you know, I guess they got a little pissed off. He was just in their zone hanging out. So
Gunther took the bait and gets a cross check. Excuse me for laughing, but that definitely changes the momentum here, as the Bearcats will be on the man advantage for the foreseeable future after this next 17 seconds rolls off of Sneezik. So that should end the penalty on the man advantage for Cincinnati. Unless they can score, they're just going to wait for their guy to get out of the box, wisely so. And for the next minute, Cincinnati will be on the attack.
Coach did not seem happy with Sneezik there, yelling for him to get back on the bench so they can get this power play going. I don't know if, as a third-line guy, it's hard to take a penalty like that. It kind of hurts your standings when there's a big competition to fill that third line.
Yeah, he's a big-time penalty killer. Nick Okada finds one. It hits the top. I thought he was in and out. But that's my Cincinnati side coming out of me. Miami didn't see it the same way. Can we get a goal review on that one?
I wish we could.
Right.
I saw it.
Oh, when we're playing at a nice arena, you'd like to think you could.
Yeah.
Last 20 ticks of the first period. Cincinnati controlling. Nick Okada's ripper finds a blocker, but Kyle Talibi there to pick up the scraps as his power play goal with 11 seconds to go makes this a 1-0 UC game, and you'd like to see the Bearcats carry this momentum into the second period.
That was a big play by Talibi. He got that rebound after Nick shot it, and you know, he's a guy that you want in front of the net. He can handle the heat from the defenseman, and he can finish.
Well, there you have it, Cincinnati. Right back here, final 11 ticks. Ryan Murphy maybe trying to draw another penalty or get another goal. That one goes in from a very sharp angle. Gertis able to keep that play out of the back of the net. That could have been devastating. Cincinnati, last chance. Kyle Ahrens with the ripper.
Yeah.
And that's the horn, and that's the first period. Bearcats tally late and get a 1-0 lead going into the second period. Not necessarily a good job of staying out of the box like we talked about, but Bearcats will take the momentum from that and take the lead at the end of the first period. We'll be back with second period of action after this. You're watching Bearcats hockey on live stream or YouTube. I'm not sure at this point. Puck is dropped. We are ready for the second period of play as Miami comes in trailing 1-0 to the Cincinnati Bearcats, who scored in the last minute of play to take a 1-0 lead on a rebound power play goal by Kyle Talibi, number 23 in black. So first off, you'd like to make sure that the Bearcats' next goal is theirs. You want to build on this lead. And right now, Miami has controlled things here in the early stretches. First shot on net of the second period makes its way to Weber, who makes the stop. Now, Matt Lindley, you got an injury report on Sam Dorf?
I do. So it wasn't actually a bloody nose. He has a cut right under his nose that is a pretty big cut. I think they put some super glue on it, trying to wait for that to stop bleeding. Once that stops bleeding, he is able to play the game.
Yeah, his head is all in the game. He knows where he's at. It's not like he's anxious. It looked like from what I saw in the locker room, it looked like he was anxious to get back in there. So.
Yep. And I was a little nervous for a concussion, but from what he's saying, he's not feeling any symptoms. So that's always a blessing, especially in today's game.
Oh, for sure. Big-time physical hit he took there, and it was no doubt about it a boarding on Cirincione. So instead, Miami playing a man down on their roster, that is. And Cincinnati, offsides called there by everyone in the building other than the linesman, and finally he made the right call. Miami enters the zone now, sending one in. Weber fights it off and quickly back to his post. Oh, man. Dalton Drum was looking down, and he took a big-time hit from number 18. I don't have a number 18. Ain't that weird? Miami shoots and scores. So correction, I guess that would have been 19, not 18, McGeever. And McGeever has tied this thing up. Cincinnati now on the attack. Johnny Bonta coming in, takes a shot. That one is stopped by Gurdick.
We do have AC on the phone here. I think he has some comments on the game. I don't know if we'll be able to hear it through the phone, but let's see what he has to say.
Good luck there, AC. You're going to have to wait for that music to stop playing.
I don't think that's working. I'm going to go ahead and hang up on AC.
Yeah, well, you know, it's good that he's on the line. Definitely reach out to our Twitter feed, AC. We'll like and favorite everything you can. Unfortunately, our equipment does not work to where we could have AC on the phone and continue our broadcast. And
you know, being his favorite player, I'm sure he's sad not to be here right next to me today.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's always good to have a super fan like that. Sometimes get you a little creepy, but AC seems to keep it in check.
It's all we can ask anymore.
Yep.
Cincinnati has it in the neutral zone, moving it around. Bowers moves it up to Okada, who backhands one in, and Bearcats will chase after it. Kept in there by Chris Bowers, only momentarily. Whitney chasing after it. Icing waved off as the good speed there by Miami turned away the icing. Coming in with it now is Olsen. He fires one wide. Sneezik leaves it up for a man. Coming away with it are the Bearcats. I believe that's Danny Matea as he fires one toward the slot, looking for some help to put it in. Sneezik, there it is. You know what? Just put him on the ice. He's going to draw penalties. Yeah. Puck will leave the zone. Cincinnati's okay with that. They will set up in their own end as the delayed penalty consists.
A lot of head contact just there. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, Sneezik taking a bit of a hit there. And now, what's the linesman doing? Yeah, where is he going with that puck? What an idiot.
No idea.
We all make mistakes. I've looked like a fool at times before too, but he was skating in our own end. I'm like, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. So we've played 4 minutes, 16 minutes to go here in the second period. Bearcats on the power play as number 26, that is Ghosh. He has issued a 2-minute infraction. So Cincinnati scored on their last power play attempt, looking to match that feat again and take their 1-goal lead back. Colin Rack skating in with it. Loses it, but picked up before it crosses out of the blue line. Cincinnati controlling. Ryan Murphy sends one in. Puck in the crease. And again, Dalton Drum takes a big hit, or excuse me, that's Kiplinger taking a big hit right out in front.
I don't know if I'm the only one to see that, but the goalie gave Kip a little punch in the face there when he was down.
Uncalled for. I mean, I get, do what you can to win a game, but come on.
I'm not going to lie, if I was in that situation, I'd probably do the same, but now that I'm here, I think it's pretty dirty.
They don't even know Kiplinger's family. They don't know anything about him. Just punch him square in the face. Unnecessary, uncalled for.
Heartless.
Very heartless. Bearcats need to cold-bloodedly score here on the power play in front of these home fans that want to see Miami win. 45 seconds to go here on the power play. Cincinnati still controlling. Lang had it behind the net. Moves it up top. Damian Lona trying to send one in, looking for some helpers. Puck sent along the boards. Up but not out. Colin Rack kept it in. Bearcats controlling. Lona has it cross ice. Gets it up top for Colin Rack. He fires one in. I didn't even hear that thing hit.
Neither did I.
That is odd. I don't know where that puck went. It found the only soft spot on the ice.
You can see the frustration starting to boil over here with this Miami team, starting to really get upset, making some wily plays.
Yeah, get them out of their element for sure. Coming away with it now, man out of the box, breaking up the play immediately as he skates over to the bench. Still, Cincinnati able to control the zone. Looking for a shot there, it is gloved. And a good rip by, I believe, Kyle Talibi.
Shout out to Brett Majors. It's always good to hear that you're watching. I hope you're having a good time and you're enjoying the broadcast today.
No doubt about it.
Ooh.
Puck out in front. Good play there by Kugler, keeping it in at the blue line, allowing things to continue for Cincinnati. Kieserling hit along the boards, but the puck stays in. Sneezik plays around with it.
By Sneezik.
Excellent job to create time and space for other players. Cincinnati now trying to move it deeper in. Now a 2-on-1 here for Miami. Good break up there by Nick Okada, able to get a stick on the saucer pass off the stick of Klinsicki. Klinsicki scored last night for Miami, number 27 in white. Puck kept in by Lauterbach, number 7. Olsen has it. Looking back to Lauterbach. Olsen finds Whitney. Whitney looking to shoot, but he had no lane. It was blocked immediately. Excellent defense by Cincinnati. They're not allowing anything, especially any second efforts.
I hate to judge a book by its cover, but number 27 is wearing a thick neck guard. Just want to point out that is terrible style.
Terrible style.
Good protection, I get it. If you want to be safe, that's cool. But if you want to look good, that's even cooler.
Now, you normally see a neck guard on a goalie, is that right?
Yeah, and also in Canada, it's enforced for the youth programs. But obviously you're not in Canada, and look good, play good, feel good. It's all the same. You got to look good to start. So
no kidding. Miami's starting to look good now. Open look at Weber, and what a glove save by Michael Weber.
That's why he doesn't wear a neck guard.
I tell you what, things were buzzing around Michael Weber, who had to make a ton of good stops, as there were a couple breakdowns on the defensive end of things for Cincinnati that led to some prime scoring chances for Miami. Michael Weber, last line of defense, stood strong, and the DJ will get another chance to play another song as Cincinnati slow to get off the bench, and Sharon just using his authority, I guess, to talk to Cincinnati. I don't know why. He's like, dude, let's play hockey.
I don't know what that was about.
Oh, he said, oh, we can play now. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Supreme Lord.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, great.
Fresh line out here. See if Lona can create some havoc for them.
Let's see what we got here with the new guys out there. Under 12 to play here in the second period. The only goal so far belongs to Miami. Out with the puck comes Johns. Johns looking to break out with it, and will do so, crossing over the blue line. Looking for help. Now gets the puck behind the net. Miami 5-1 on the season, playing an 11-1 Cincinnati team. Cincinnati wins game 1 between these two back at Sports Plus. Final score 5-3 with an empty netter. Cincinnati can't get out of their own way here. Luckily, an icing will help set things back up in the offensive zone with exactly 11 minutes to play here in the second period.
We have that strong third line out here. Johnny Bonta just nipping at the heels of these guys. You gotta love a player who chirps so hard.
What year are you and coach?
Big scrum there in the dot off that face-off. Ooh, right to Johnny, and he guts it hard.
Right there on the slot. That's where you'd like to see the puck land for Cincinnati. So finally getting some connecting on passes in the offensive zone. That's how you set things up. That's how you get goals. Bearcats want to get back to their goal-scoring ways, a team that averaged 7 goals a game last season.
You know, I was talking to Johnny before the game, and he had an interesting quote I'd like to share.
Oh, please do.
In the dry room, and he said, you know, the world needs more chairs and good people. Very interesting. He's a different guy, but it's always fun to have a conversation with him.
I don't think he's wrong when he says that. Puck chopped away and finds empty seats over there. About hit the trainer. Could have been scary. Now, I was just trying to get a confirmation on how many years, but we got to give a congratulations to Coach Tyler Kangas, as it's his anniversary. We're not sure how many years he's been with Kelly, but Kelly Kangas and Tyler Kangas are celebrating in the best way possible at a UC hockey game.
Yeah, I'm sure they couldn't have imagined it any different than spending it in a wonderful hockey arena watching the UC Bearcats playing against the Miami Redhawks.
Yeah, very formidable opponent. So congratulations to the both of them.
You know, they've put so much into this program. You know, they really mean a lot to the University of Cincinnati, and especially to me, and I'm sure I speak for the rest of the team and the broadcast crew as well. So thank you to the Kangas family.
Oh, for sure. They definitely have. I see it from just my experiences. You've been with the team longer than I have, as the puck makes its way all the way down the ice. But I have seen it just immensely grow from day one of me stepping in with this team. Dalton Drum lays out a man as he definitely had been hit hard earlier in this game. Miami wanted a penalty. I'm not sure for what. Playing hockey, I guess.
Yeah, that was a beauty back check, and he laid a hit. You know, that's why we play the game.
Yeah, he got him by the hip. It was not numbers there. Cincinnati keeping play along, moving it through.
Ooh.
Ryan Murphy has it. That's what you want to see. He is being absolutely attacked, as when Murphy has the puck in your end, you want to make sure that you let him know that you're there. You give him time and space, he will punish you.
It almost makes me angry how gingerly he skates across the ice, puts a perfect stick placement, pokes the stick, gets the puck. It makes me jealous. I hate watching it.
He doesn't use a whole lot of effort so that he can save up some of that effort. Puck put in, and there's traffic in front. Michael Weber still able to make that save. So Michael Weber being put to the test here in the second period. He's allowed 1 goal, but he's definitely stood strong since allowing that mark. And now we have a penalty.
That's a tough one. I don't think that was his fault at all, but looking at it, it's something you have to call.
What do you got? Dalton Drum is going to the box for a high stick.
Yep, he was tangled up there and trying to get his stick loose. I don't know if you can blame, I think it was Whitney down there in the corner. I don't know if you can blame the defenseman there, but it looked bad. You got to call that. I understand. We got a big kill ahead of us.
Well, Nick Okada definitely was probably having somewhat of the same discussion with the referee as they both parted ways, shaking heads, nodding in agreement. But Nick Okada, always an avid learner of the game. He knows the game in and out, and he definitely wants to see what every referee has seen, every play, every call. So Miami on the power play, big time penalty kill here for Cincinnati, as they are leaving Whitney all alone, allowing him to skate in on Weber. Takes a shot from a sharp angle. Easy save for Weber. Puck around the skates of Von Kieserling. And it skates its way all the way towards the net where Weber freezes it.
You know, the people who know me best know that when I'm on the ice, no matter what call the ref is going to make, I will argue it. It could be completely right, completely wrong. I'm just in it for the argument. I just like battling with the refs.
It's all about the challenge. So for sure, second time we've had the puck dropped and the music stopping unceremoniously, and we have to just kind of reset. I mean, it's really, it's off-putting.
It is. It really is.
You know, you do so much to, oh no, that did not go in. Best friend, the post saves that one. So 2 really close calls on this side of the ice, the right side of the ice. Bearcats had one with Nick Okada putting one off the bar, and that one hits the side post, keeping this one a 1-1 game. Safe to say these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, definitely.
Puck sent in again. Goes wide. Bearcats fight after the puck and clear it.
Just under a minute on the power play here. Hopefully we can get this PK done, over with, behind us, and back to 5-on-5.
No kidding there. And an errant pass allows Nick Okada to storm up and take the puck. He moves around a man, now looking to send one in from a sharp angle before retreating. Looking for a breakaway. Home run pass connects, and Miami able to set back up in their end. Carrying it now is Olsen. He looks across ice, can't find anyone. Dunham has to pick it up, or excuse me, that's Frenzel. Frenzel sends one wide. Now picked up again, McCullough. Lauterbach has it at the point, sends one in, it is tipped. Miami controlling well. Final 2 seconds, click off the power play, and Dalton Drum was trying to stick lift there and get himself a breakaway. Oh, what happy times those would be. Bearcats haven't seen a breakaway in a while. McAllister able to play it back to Okada. Sneezek carries in. Lobs one toward the net where it is stopped and play is frozen. 5:52, tied at 1. Bearcats got a goal from Talibi on the power play in the dying seconds, I should say, of the first period. Miami scores within the first 3 minutes of the second period, and we're deadlocked ever since. Puck sent in, frozen again by Gertis. Puck dropped to the right of Gertis. Face-off won by the Bearcats. Ennis fires one toward the net. It is picked off. And a long lob.
Looks like 19 might have been a a varsity fencer back in high school. He was giving some nice jabs, some pokes there to CB.
Yeah, McGeever tried to show off his fencing skills for sure.
Kind of the soft way out. I prefer punches.
Yeah, if Chris Bowers wants to slap him in the face with the gloves, they'll duel. But Bowers not up for the task. Lauterbach fires one toward the net, looking for a tip pass right in front of the net. Miami unable to connect.
There. Weber's been playing the puck pretty well tonight.
As he went behind the net to stop that one. Puck in on the neutral zone.
27, let's see if his net guard slows him down.
Klinsicki's pass off the boards is Errett. Whitney unable to control it. Lang edged out. Puck sent in. And with 4:30 to go, Bearcats are going to try to do it on the breakout here. Moving the puck forward. Damian Lona crosses the red line. Now crossing the blue line. Leaves it for Talibi. Talibi left it at the blue line. Wide pass. Here come Miami. Leaving it back. Top of the circle. Shot. That one goes wide. And not something Miami wants to see at all when you get an opportunity like that. Good speed coming in on a goaltender. Missing it wide and now allowing Cincinnati to get things set up on their end. Wraparound attempt. Puck goes up and in. And it finds the back of the net. Don't know how it made its way through, but it did.
I wish we could put that one up on the Jumbotron. I'd love to watch that for a second time.
And Danny Mattei, I believe, is the one who's going to get credit for that wraparound. Gertis is looking around like, I'm not sure what happened. That makes two of us. And Cincinnati will go back out in front 2-1. And second page there. Just so Matterhouse can have it.
I think
even though he's a Flyers fan.
Credit where credit's
That's
due.
gross. Did you know he's a Flyers fan?
I didn't.
Oh, man.
Makes me hate him even more.
What happened here? So Johnny Bonta is going to the box. They have put up the 2. I put up the 2. But
I think I know where this penalty's come from.
This seems like a greasy penalty.
Yeah. I think he might have poked someone there on the changing of lines.
Oh, man.
And the ref, I did hear in the last intermission, the refs did give him warnings to stop talking to the other team. Apparently he's got a mouth on him.
No. I mean, look, it couldn't have been that bad. Come on, guys. I mean, we're here to play hockey. We're not here to judge people on what they say and do.
Exactly.
And
I know Bonta is my rookie. I'm his veteran, and I couldn't be prouder. You know, even though he got a penalty, it's always good to hear that he's really giving the lip business.
I think it was more cheering for our guys. I didn't hear what he said, so I'll be the first to tell you that. But I think it was more of a props to us than it is to them. What a save, Michael Weber. I tell you what, Ethan Whitney came in with good speed and had a Damian Lona-esque move there, but unable to find the back of the net as Michael Weber up for the challenge.
You could tell that's discouraging when he got off the bench. He was a little upset about that. Rightfully so. Weber stoned the hell out of him.
Well done, Michael Weber, playing strong. Puck tipped out in front. That one hit with a high stick, no doubt about it. Everyone will wait. And now, yeah, there you go. Finally played. So if Cincinnati plays that puck, obviously, play on.
Exactly.
Miami plays that puck.
It goes all the way down. And that's what we wanted. Or it should go all the way down.
What is he doing?
Oh, it goes out of the zone. Pardon me.
We'll take it.
Just goes to show I don't know the rules. I just argue for what I want.
No, and hey, that's fair. I do that every time with my parents when I want to go out somewhere to eat. It's like I just argue.
Yep.
But I honestly, where is Deepak when you need him? This has been some of the worst music I've ever heard. The worst part is, I know the songs.
Yep.
And I like the songs. What they've done to the songs, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I thought there was like a trademark that prevents stuff like that, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah.
Gertis way out of the net to play the puck and fires it to a defenseman. Sending it behind the net.
G. Bauer's throwing some bodies, letting him know he's there.
2:01 to play here in the second period. Bearcats out in front, 2-1, appropriately, and have 6 seconds left to kill off on the Bonta unsportsmanlike penalty. And it looks like they're giving Bonta some direction from the bench as he'll be out here any second now. And they're telling him to stay on the ice, I believe. They certainly are. They're looking for that home run play right out of the box.
You know, Bonta and Okada used to play junior hockey together out for the Helena Bighorns. So they have a little chemistry. They can make those,
I heard they have no chemistry. I thought that's what you were telling me yesterday, that these two guys
chemistry
are
on the ice.
Yeah.
No chemistry off the ice.
Vinegar and water.
Yep. They definitely get on each other's nerves off the ice, but on the ice they do. They make some plays happen.
It's all you can ask for.
Yeah, it's fun to watch them bicker. It's an interesting thing to see Bonta yelling at Okada.
There we go, 2-on-1, back the other way. Cincinnati
Danny again
with a good look right in front of the net. And Matea decided to take it himself and poke checked away by Gertis. UC moving it forward. And unfortunately a little too eager to get it into the zone, as offsides is the call. No national anthem. I was a bit surprised by that.
A little disappointed. It's especially in today's media coverage of national anthems, it's interesting to see they didn't play one.
Most hockey games, you get it. It's all right. I guess they had a Pee-wee game before this, and Pee-wee may be the wrong term for the actual game that was going on. I'm not sure if they have.
I think it might have been Pee-wees.
Okay, well.
It might have been right there on the age group.
So they might have played it before then, so.
I don't know. They're definitely playing something, so I'm surprised they don't have the national anthem on that little iPod or something.
No, you're absolutely right. I've heard of all the songs that they played so far. I don't want to hear their rendition of the national anthem.
Yeah,
so.
It might have been some crazy
It could have been for the best. Man down, puck pinned along the boards, last 20 seconds of the second period ticking off. Exit pass, unable to connect with Dalton Drum from Ryan Murphy. Redhawks, one last burst through the zone, and it is broken up. Chris Bowers has it, eludes a man. And one more elbow there thrown by Miami.
That's number 27. That's the hard neck guard and the back pant tuck. Terrible style, terrible attitude. Don't like to watch him play.
Now I like the back jersey tuck. I know that's probably appalling.
Takes a particular player to pull that off, and I don't think he has the skill set.
Nobody on Cincinnati rocks that look, do they?
Nope. Another good period, though.
I should not like it as a broadcaster. It makes my job more difficult.
Yeah.
We'll be back with third period of play after this. Bearcats out in front 2-1 off the score by Danny Matea in the second period. Welcome back in here to Katie Arena here in Oxford, Ohio, where the Miami Redhawks are hosting the Cincinnati Bearcats. You see out in front 2-1. And this third period is underway. Cincinnati moving from left to right now and quickly get a backhanded shot from Ryan Murphy off the bounce of the boards. And the puck was gloved ahead. And these referees have been sticklers on that call so far this game.
That one was pretty blatant. He caught it and immediately threw it to his buddy over there. So pretty glad they caught that one.
Miami football needs some help. Maybe they can, get him to play quarterback.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Puck frozen. We'll have a stoppage in play. So Brady Kiplinger and company will exit as their 15 seconds of fame are up. Now it's up to Danny Mateo, who scored the second goal for the Bearcats. Johnny Bonta and I believe Colin McAllister out there. Puck doesn't move far. Bonta comes around, wraparound attempt. There's nobody on Miami that wants to see him score.
He has not made too many friends today.
Not at all. Puck finds its way to Weber, and there's a frozen puck.
Seeing some really quick shifts here for UC. Give them their time in the sun, get them off, let them rest. Good strategy, keep the legs.
Yeah, it's definitely that time. I mean, like we were saying earlier in the game, talking about how these guys played at 9 o'clock last night. You finally start to get that momentum, that adrenaline start to pump, but there's only so much in the tank. Yeah, and definitely a lot of whistles here in the early stretches.
I was talking to Murph a little bit in the locker room. He was telling me he's a bit frustrated. I think I told him, cool as a cucumber, big guy. Get out there and play your game. So hopefully we see some more from him.
You ain't kidding. Not many times Ryan Murphy held off the goal sheet as he centers one in. Looking for some help. Kyle Ahrens can't keep it in front. Puck skates all the way back toward the netminder Weber, who flings it with the goal stick. Puck chopped along, now in the neutral zone. Redhawks have it. That's Johns. Excuse me, Olsen. Didn't have my sheet. Need my trusty sheet in front of me. Little cheat sheet. Yep. Play definitely choppy here in the early stretches. Ryan Murphy sent to the ice.
Yeah.
He's got a smile on his face, though, so expect him to be right back in it. And good pressure there by Murphy. Forces a man in early. Offsides is the call. Face off out of the zone. One back to the Redhawks. Coming in with it now is Lauterbach. Pushes the puck behind the net where Cincinnati claims it. Now moving out. Turnover.
Lang's got to have that pass through the middle so he can get it deep.
Well, there's Stephen Lang pressing in. Talibi scored the first goal for Cincinnati. In number 23.
Just a workhorse. He gets the job done. Lona loves having him on his line because he knows he can count on him to really put his full effort.
Michael Weber almost caught outside of the net there. Luckily played the puck wisely around the boards. Icing will be the call here. And plenty of whistles here in the early going of the third period.
Strange, the first and second seem to have very few whistles, not a whole lot of stoppages, and now this period has been riddled with some whistles, a lot of stoppages.
Only stoppage that I can really remember that took a while was the Dorf injury, which we unfortunately saw him packing up his bags. He will not be able to return in today's game as the bleeding just couldn't stop around the nose. That's such a weird area, and if anyone's ever had an issue like that, he wanted to play. He was anxious to play. Nick Okada picks off a pass and then is left all alone. He'll skate in. Little backhand feed was looking for Damian Lona, couldn't connect, or else that is a really flashy looking play that Cincinnati could have extended their lead on. Nick Okada keeps it in at the blue line, sending it across. There's a shot ripped by Kieserling. Unfortunately, that caught a skate of a Red Hawk and went wide. Bearcats not quitting on the play, keeping it in. Ennis now with a shot that finds a body and pops out of the zone. Sneesick was calling for it. No icing on the play. And not afraid to throw the body around is number 16 in black. Miami moving out with it. Dumped in. And then kind of puck made its way toward the crease. Luckily Cincinnati was there to make sure that that didn't go anywhere near Michael Weber. Puck takes a funny hit off of a Miami player, then off the boards. Didn't go all the way down like anticipated. Redhawks calm, cool, getting to the puck. Kyle Ahrens keeping it in play in front of them. Wonder what Austin Coleman was trying to say on the phone. I can only imagine.
I could only imagine. You know, he's a wild card, comes up with some interesting ideas and thoughts. You know, it's always fun to hear what he has to say.
No kidding there. Puck taken in, shot, saved by Michael Weber. Miami still able to control it. Good look there by Norton, who had a good look at Michael Weber, but the window closed as Michael Weber made sure he made the save. Rebound went out to Miami, but Cincinnati has now since cleared the puck. McAllister looking to move it back down to Matea. Matea trying to feed it ahead. Instead, Kyle Ahrens has to play it in his own end, has the puck taken away. Redhawks are only going to get more and more aggressive as the clock ticks down. We're at 14:49. Cincinnati out in front, 2-1.
I think with a shorter D bench, you know, players like Kyle Ahrens and you know, CB, they're really tightening up their game and kind of tell that they're playing more conservatively.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more of Ennis, Chris Bowers, Kyle Ahrens. And offsides is the call, wisely done. Michael Weber makes the save anyway.
Pretty late shot there. One thing that really angers me is seeing someone shoot after the whistle. And
it was a late whistle, to be fair, but still I think he might have had a little bit of time to not shoot the puck. Michael Weber said no anyway. Face off won by the Bearcats. Moving it out, good speed there by Dalton Drum. He's the first to get to it. 2-on-1, goes across, looking for Ryan Murphy, unable to connect. Dalton Drum able to send it in again. Lauterbach is there before the puck can reach the netminder Gertis. Cincinnati finally getting a bit of legs underneath them here. They're trying to control in their own end. Under 14 to play here in regulation. Miami moving out with it. It appears that Miami's really shortened their bench, as we're seeing about the same 6 guys, it feels like, each time out. Dalton Drum coming up with it. His shot goes well wide. There to play it was Murphy, but he was not the first to get to the puck, and the puck gets cleared out by a white jersey. Cincinnati sending their man to the turnbuckle. And a good look there. Dalton Drum has Kiplinger in front. Kiplinger puts a skate on it. I don't think it would have counted as a kicking motion had it gone in. I think he was trying to play that puck to his stick. Icing the call.
Listening to this music is what I imagine torture is like in the Middle East.
It's definitely some sign of home ice advantage if it gets to us like this, because really I wouldn't make as many comments as I would, but
it's not good. It's not good. It's not good for
anybody. It's simply not good. Kyle Talibi, being the workhorse that he is, forcing the issue, coming in and still getting pinned down. Not sure what call or no call was going on there, as Talibi was far away from the puck, still being held down by his man.
CB with a great stick there.
Cincinnati noticeably frustrated. Puck turned over there. Luckily, it was lost in the skates there of Rechin, or else he had an open look at Michael Weber. Puck here on the near side, boards getting lost up. Good edge out there by Chris Bowers, taking his man off the puck. Lang had a man behind him. Helps take it away. Bowers sets down his man. Rechin has that look finally and misses high and wide. Going around his man is the captain, Damian Lona. Lona's got Lang with him. His shot is blocked by a shin guard. Ennis keeps the puck in. Miami, though, forces it out, sending it on the boards and just punting it back to Nick Okada. Under 12 to go. Johnny Bonta breaking in on the right wing side. He takes a stumble, and there's the tripping call, and putting his hands up in the air in disbelief is Frenzel, as he cannot believe it. Looking like a kid who's going to timeout, which is exactly what's happening. There it is. I've seen those dance moves before. The arm out and looking for anybody. Where's his lawyer, folks?
You know,
somebody get this guy an attorney.
Even if he didn't do it on purpose, his stick was in the feet. Nothing you can do about it. Have to call it. It's just an ugly play.
No one wants to be down shorthanded, especially down one goal as it is. And considering the Bearcats have already scored on the power play, this seems like a perfect opportunity to make it a 2-goal lead. Timeout here. No way. No way. And Johnny Bonta is going back to the box for, I can't imagine what. I really don't.
Who knows? One of my favorite players to watch because he causes so much drama. But it does make the refs hate you. So you got to live with that if you're going to be that kind
Referees have an extra authority, and I mean, the worst part is these officials right now are kind of talking themselves into it, it looks like.
Yeah, they definitely need to motivate themselves.
It's like, well, I had to do it. Well, I'm not sure that you did. I'm sure we've all heard worse things than whatever Johnny Bonta spit out of his mouth. But hey, whatever. Ryan Murphy, no doubt. No doubt about it, 4-on-4. There was nobody on the right side of the ice with Ryan Murphy. And excellent effort by Gertis to throw up the pads. And laying out there was Johns. But nobody got in the way of that puck, and it is a 3-1 hockey game in favor of Cincinnati.
You know, I was talking about how good we are 5-on-5. You take another guy off the ice, opens up way more space. 4-on-4, we are deadly.
And that is exactly what you want to see, especially you put them on. You put Cincinnati on a nice sheet of ice like this. No excuses. There is nothing but speed out there now. Kiplinger, Drum, Murphy, and Okada. Oh, bad pass there, broken up. Coming up with it is Gunther. He's looking cross ice for his man, Freebus. And nobody there. Yeah, 14, Freebus. I don't care. I'm not exactly sure. I was told the pronunciation. I tried it.
You did your best.
I did my best.
You did your best. I
did my best.
it.
But when it comes to the opposing team, I give it the old college try, pun intended.
That's all you can do.
Cincinnati equally spending this time controlling the puck. Holding the zone now, Nick Okada fires one toward the net. It bounces off the net. And now Stephen Lang was back there behind the net fighting for it. But Miami able to come away with it, 2-on-1. Whitney has a man to his left, fires it instead. And Michael Weber Right there at the top of the crease, makes the save. Didn't give him any angles.
Nope. Not a real creative shot there. I'm pretty sure he just put it right into the gut.
Fastest chest in the Midwest, as they say for Michael Weber. 10:04 to play in this battle. Cincinnati holding a 3-1 lead. I believe defeating the Club Redhawks for the first time in team history yesterday.
We actually beat them last year once, I believe.
Okay, I'd have to re-look that up, but hey, by all means, puck right in front of the net. Michael Weber there to make a save. He is down, and now being pushed away. Shot there goes wide, and among all the chaos, the puck leaves the zone, and Miami leaves empty-handed.
And we can credit number 7 for the Redhawks there for that breakout with the high and wide shot.
Lauterbach is the man to credit. Big hit there in the corner. And both men out of the box now. Johnny Bonta rejoins the ice.
Oh, number 9 is frustrated. It'll be interesting to see how he's going to mess this up.
Well, let's see what Olsen can do. He's one of their top point getters. He feels like he has to do it all himself. About did there as he sent it wide. And now Cincinnati collects the puck and will move out. One more goal here, Matt, may open the floodgates. Cincinnati wouldn't mind one on even strength here as we're under 9 to play here in the third. 2-goal lead feels like you can come back, you can score 3 goals to get a win. But if you take a 3-goal lead for Cincinnati, that means you have to score 4 goals in less than 8 minutes.
Yep.
And it doesn't seem probable right now. Puck is still loose. My goodness, it got behind Gertis, who has to make a snow angel real quick in the crease.
You know, this is the deadly lead in hockey. The 2-goal lead is the scariest one, they say. It's interesting to see how much they're pushing back, but our defensive core is really standing strong, I think, right now. Making the good plays, so.
Sorry to almost interrupt you there, but no, the defensive pairing knows that with losing a guy like Dorf, everybody, it's up to the next man up, and certainly Cincinnati has been there for the challenge. Nick Okada, every opportunity he gets, he is talking with Sharon, the referee there, making sure everybody's on the same page. And so far, he hasn't said anything that's landed him in the box, so maybe Johnny Bonta should take that approach. Just start talking to the officials, make friends with them.
Yeah. That's what I always try to do.
That way you won't go to the box as much.
Puck's holding the blue.
Yeah, puck leaves the zone just barely, and there, Kugler now just playing kicky, just kicking it forward.
This is where his sewer game comes into play on the ice.
Oh, that one catches the man up top. Damian Leno with the shot, 8:02 to go. Hits the protective netting, we'll have a stoppage in play. Redhawks on a breakout, 2-on-1. Okada last man back, but what a back check there by Von Kieserling. As the Redhawk began to look up to see who was with him, JK came behind him and stole the puck. Big time hit there. And man is down for Cincinnati, not good at all. As that is Greg Bowers, who took one up high.
You know, being down like this in the third really shows the team's true colors, and these guys are coming out a little dirty. You know, they're putting their bows up a little bit higher than they should be, and you know, just charging people. So we'll see how this is going to pan out. Maybe the refs will get involved. I don't know.
Yeah, I certainly saw an elbow there that Greg Bowers took straight to the jaw. Incredible that he got up on his own power. Skated off to the bench.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sure we'll see him again.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I've definitely passed out my fair share of elbows. I'm guilty, and I know one when I see one. That's a hard elbow.
Well, sometimes, yeah, you gotta ask the convicts themselves to figure out how crime is committed. And yeah, you're not shy to be in the box. You know what? I don't want to do this to you, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bust it out.
I don't know. This year I've been good.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You've been good. Let's see what the penalty minutes are for one Matt Lindley. You know, should have it right in front of me. I do have it. Miami dumps it into the zone as I'm still trying to call the game. 8 penalty minutes.
I've been good.
You've been good considering Johnny Bonta had 22 coming into this weekend. I know he had penalties yesterday, and he definitely has 2 today. And he didn't even commit any hockey violations. I think he's just done it verbally.
It's impressive
almost. Yeah, not promoting that at all, but his hockey skills are right there. Ryan Murphy picks off a pass, takes a shot, it goes wide, takes a funny hop off the boards, and it is frozen by Gertis.
I don't know if the neck guard's too tight, but 27 is pissed off.
Well, Redhawks are definitely, they came into this weekend undefeated, as I've been saying, and Cincinnati at least got off the schneid after losing to Ohio with a win against this Redhawk team. And the last thing you want to do is lose 2 in a row. Miami offsides there, and that is called.
Miami new to the league as well, so these are league games that they don't want to lose. I can definitely, I know where they're coming from. I've been there, but it's good to be on this side.
Puck sent up but not out. Lang picks it up and then moves it out. Frenzel gives him a shove into the glass. No, certainly you're right. Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League games here. So it definitely says something to both teams. Cincinnati not perfect in league play either with that loss to Ohio. So definitely want to make sure that you win every chance you get in league play. And Miami, not the start they wanted. Is Wright State still in the league, correct?
They are still in the league.
Okay, so they beat Wright State, they beat Bowling Green. Both league competitors.
See Greg's in
And
the hallway.
it appears Greg Bowers is being taken back, getting looked at by the trainer. Trainer looks pretty good, so maybe I'm starting to feel something in my shoulder here myself, so might need to see the trainer as well.
Looks like he was taking off a shin guard. It might be a lower body injury. Let's hope for the best.
Always. Puck sent in wide of the net, and now Cincinnati reclaiming the puck. Moving it ahead. Kind of the pace you want it for Cincinnati. You really don't need it to be all in Miami's zone. You wouldn't mind it, but Miami's not able to set up, not really even able to get clean looks at Michael Weber.
As I always say, it starts with D zone and you move your way out. So strong D zone out, and that's what we seem to be having going on right now.
We'll give credit where credit's due. Michael Weber, we don't have the exact save total that he's made, but there's another one as he right pads it away. He's done a good job of making the save and making sure that the rebound goes either there is no rebound or it goes toward a Bearcat. Miami trying to force it to the middle. Nothing there. And I heard an expletive, but no Miami player going to the box.
Yep. Nope, I don't think
Still waiting. Puck is dropped. Kind of rails it off the sideboards. And absolutely just pickpocketed there was Dalton Drum by Whitney. Miami.
A drive-by.
Making a few moves. Ethan Whitney gets by a man. Tries to go up top. High stick side on Michael Weber, but he's up for the challenge. Whitney again, one-timer. This time goes wide. Final 3:18 to go. Let's keep an eye on Gertis to see when and if they pull him. Miami buzzing around the net now, and it gets sent all the way to the crease where Gertis is there to play it with the stick. 3 minutes to play here in the third period. Cincinnati out in front 3-1. controlling in their own end. Bearcats moving through. Home run pass looking for Murphy. Murphy gets there. He's got Gertis, and he had him beat. Gertis was caught in no man's land, whether he should play the puck or not. And Ryan Murphy showed his speed to get to the puck and made him pay for the indecision.
Some good poise by Nick Okada there, pulling the puck back, drawing everyone in, just so Murphy can float around and kind of get lost. So that was a great play by Nick.
Everybody knew where everybody was at on the ice, and excellent demonstration and follow through for Cincinnati. Gertis just the victim of circumstance there, as the puck just trickled its way through, and he stepped out, and as soon as he stepped out, you could almost see it like, I shouldn't have did that.
Yep.
Murphy put it behind him, and a guy who hadn't scored all game puts 2 goals here in the third period and makes this a comfortable 4-1 margin with 2:12 to go.
I'd like to take some credit for that. In the intermission, I calmed him down, soothed him. I got him right in the right mindset, and he came out and performed.
I'm sure when we ask him after the game, he will say, once Matt Lindley told me to play my game, I knew what I had to do.
I'm a part-time life coach. It's just what I do. It comes natural.
Everybody taking their spills on the ice. I think everyone on the ice pretty much knows the end of the movie at this point in the game. Cincinnati just fighting off the clock, though. Did a poor job there as he iced it to stop it.
Looked like 21 there on that last shift for Miami. Blew a tire. He should call AAA. He might be a prime member.
I'm pretty sure it's a free tow if you're within 5 miles. Luckily for them, it's a home game, so good news there. Michael Weber playing strong to the bell as he makes another save, and he stands firm. So what an excellent effort this weekend by the Bearcats. I'm going to speak as if they've won this game already, because this is a monumental win for Cincinnati. Not only did you do it shorthanded, losing Dorf in the process, you did it with both goaltenders. Millette played last night, did an excellent job keeping Miami off the board, even strength, winning the game finally 5-3, and Michael Weber stands tall here, picking up a win at the Goggin Ice Center. And I'm absolutely taken back. This was a huge weekend for Cincinnati, and to outscore them 9-4.
Yeah. Definitely a big weekend for us. We needed this rebound off of the OU loss. It's always great to see our goaltenders working, good in each game, playing their best, standing these guys up, really covering up the big shots. So,
final 44 seconds of the third period in regulation. Tick off the clock. Do you have 3 stars? If you don't, I'll help you fill them in.
Ooh.
You want?
I don't know. I'm not good on the spot like that. I would like to hear yours.
Well, you know what? I would go with 3rd star, because he's always there. Ryan Murphy. He put this game away, scoring the 3rd and 4th goal for Cincinnati. 2nd star, got to give it to Michael Weber. Played absolutely phenomenal in net. And 1st star, give it to the game winner, Danny Matea, finding the wraparound off the back of the skate of Gertis. So those are my 3 stars. I mean, you can put them in any order. Truly, it's a big win for Cincinnati, as the home crowd are stunned as Cincinnati wraps up a 2-0 weekend with a 4-1 victory over the Miami Redhawks. Woo! Woo! Michael Weber feels good. Let the celebration begin. And I think what the best part about a Saturday afternoon game is, you got the rest of the night to celebrate. No game on Sunday.
Yes, and there's an old saying in hockey, when you beat a team twice in a weekend, I think it's appropriate to get the brooms out.
Yeah.
We might want to sweep it up. I don't know. Home Depot might have a sale. We can get a good deal on them.
You ain't getting there. All things to smile about here for Cincinnati. Once again, be sure to join us. We got a midnight game next Friday against the University of Kentucky Wildcats. Be sure to tune in. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube, live stream. I think you could find some pictures of these guys on Instagram. Who knows? But thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us next week for some more Bearcats hockey.